Hi guys, story recaps here. I am going to explain a 2020 American fantasy action drama film called Mulan. Please try to like or dislike the video, it is important to us. The movie story begins with the appearance of Mulan. She is a young girl, yet she is sharper and more intelligent than her friends. Her father now asks that she catch a hen. Mulan boldly catches this hen. She uses her strength to climb a roof. But she does not fall from the roof, but instead ascends like a courageous soldier. Seeing her, everyone is taken aback. However, her father, Joe, is pleased. Then everyone thinks it is inappropriate for a female to act like this, because only guys can do warrior-like activities. Mulan's mother now tells her father, it's not good for Mulan to do this. Don't teach her that. If she continues to act in this way, the people will eventually call her a witch. Hearing this conversation, Mulan gets quite upset. Going outdoors, she begins to repair the items that she had broken. Then Joe comes and tells her, this is the narrative of earlier centuries. And while you are honest, we cannot break the rules. Mulan is now mentally preparing for all of these events. That she will never break the rules, and that time is gone. It is clear that Mulan has grown. On the other hand, Khan comes into the picture. He is solely interested in one thing, enslaving the princes while conquering them. And he has the support of a witch named Shanyang. She has such remarkable abilities that she can take on anyone's looks. Then they attack an area and kill all of the soldiers there. Then she disguises herself as a soldier and travels to Imperial City, where she meets with the Chinese prince and tells him that a man named Bori is progressively killing everyone and kidnapping others. He'll be here soon, I'm sure of it. And he has the support of a witch. Hearing this, China's prince directs that arrangements for war be started. And we need a soldier in each of China's houses. And that command is quickly followed. Then it is shown that the witch approaches Khan, who tells her that the outcome would be the same as he had expected, and he will soon become the Prince of China. Mulan is now seen as a happy visit to her home. Her mother then informs her that a boy has been selected for her. And she'll soon be tied down in marriage. Mulan does not like it, but she does not say anything. Because she had spoken, her mother prepares her and takes her to that man the next day. Who is the couple's maker? And Mulan was doing everything right by coming here. She also serves the tea to everyone, and then a spider emerges out of nowhere. Then Mulan begins to knock over the cups of tea. She uses her power to try to grasp all of the cups. Her hair, though, had spread over her face. As a result, all of the cups are broken and tumbling to the ground. As a result, this man becomes enraged. In front of her family members, he taunts her. As they begin to leave, the prince soldier arrives. And they begin to announce his command that each house must provide a soldier. Mulan's father then says, I shall leave my house. Because I am the lone guy in my household. Then he falls as he walks. Because he has a fracture in one of his foot. When they see him, they all start laughing. Zhu's wife then stops him from leaving at night. Because she believes Zhu is not in a fit state to fight a battle. But Zhu does not agree and begins to pull out his war-related items. Because Zhu had fought for China in a fight. Then Mulan appears, and she begins to view his father's stuff. What items are necessary in a battle? As Zhu leaves, Mulan puts on his clothes and leaves, carrying his sword and other stuff. The next day, Zhu understands everything, and his wife suggests that she bring Mulan back, but Zhu refuses. Because Mulan may be endangered if the people learned about it. Then Mulan appears, who has arrived at her location, where everyone is getting ready for the battle. They will also be trained. As she comes, she has an argument with a boy. At the same moment, the commander arrives and fixes the problem. They ask for the Mulan's name, and then leave. Then darkness falls, and she realizes, she will have to live with a group of people. Those boys were dressed in their underwear. When Mulan notices them, she becomes concerned. And she wonders, how should she live here? At the same moment, a guy approaches and says, who among you is willing to safeguard at night? Then Mulan raises her hand, indicating that she does not wish to spend the night here. Then training begins early in the morning, and they are taught of the laws of this location. Deception and lying are two sins that are against the norms of this place. The guilty man's family will be treated with disrespect. Mulan is terrified when she hears it, yet she does not give up hope. And she starts training, and they are also taught a lot here. swordsmanship, and the ability to fire an arrow. Their training is becoming more difficult as time goes. It can now be seen that they are given a bucket to hold, which is full with water. They are also required to climb the stairs. These were more difficult for everyone. On the other hand, Bori Khan is shown, who sought to lift his team's grace. As a result, he meets new individuals on a regular basis. And he does not take that witch to his meeting. She takes on the form of a sparrow. That appears to be a terrible thing. When she speaks with Bori Khan, then he tells her, "Don't forget about you because who are you?" He moves away after saying that. He is feeling unwell as a result of it. Mulan's training, on the other hand, is observed. Here, everyone is fighting with each other. And Mulan is in a battle with a youngster. And the youngster repeatedly defeats Mulan. Then Mulan gets angry. And she begins to do the actions she had learned as a child. And she fights magnificently here. Seeing that, everyone is taken aback. Commander arrives shortly after, and he, too, is taken aback by her presence. But Mulan leaves, beating him. Because she does not want others to learn more about her. At the same time, the commander expresses his gratitude to her while calling. And he thinks your father will be pleased with you. I was aware of your father. Mulan is incredibly exciting to hear. Because that was the first time she had been complimented. The next day, it is seen that she effortlessly completes the bucket exercise. When they see her, everyone is taken aback. Because of the height that Mulan crosses, no one has gotten there. Meanwhile, everyone is congratulating her. Then they tell you that your body stinks. You'll need to take a bath. Mulan goes to the bathroom late at night to take a bath. Because Mulan does not bathe for the simple reason that everyone will realize she is not a guy but a girl. Then a boy arrives. And seeing him confuses her. And she tells him, "Go away." Then he leaves from that location. On the other hand, Bori Khan may be seen causing havoc everywhere. When the prince learns about it, he issues war orders. Then all warriors are told that their training is done and they will have to fight a war. And they took an oath that they would remain faithful for the rest of their lives. Hearing it, Mulan believes she is misleading everyone. And she goes to the commander to tell him everything. That she is not a guy, but a girl. But Mulan says, without concentrating on Mulan's words, that you are a brave soldier. When the battle is done, I will pick you as my daughter's groom. Because Mulan is a boy in the eyes of the commander. Then Mulan returns without notifying him. All soldiers are now leaving for the fight. After a while, Mulan notices that everyone is scared since they are about to battle for the first time. Then Mulan tells them, "You don't have to be terrified. We shall fight courageously and return after the war is won." Then war breaks out, and the commander shoots hundreds of arrows at Bori Khan's warriors, all at once. The commander then orders his soldiers to strike them from behind. Simultaneously, Mulan is instructed to move from the backside. Then, while hunting them, all the men of Mulan are attacked. And the last two persons have also escaped, leaving Mulan. Despite this, Mulan pursues them without hesitation. She follows them to a secret location. The witch then attacks her. Following this, they begin to fight. Meanwhile, the witch repeatedly asks Mulan's name. At the same moment, Mulan tells her his boy's name. The witch then replies, "You may mislead the people of Prince, but not me. I know you're a woman. Because you are hiding your face while telling lies, your power is not growing." As she says this, she hits her with a dagger. Mulan had now lost consciousness. After a while, Mulan regained her senses. Then it is shown that Mulan had protected herself. Now Mulan was recalling the witch's words, and she realized that she was not only fooling others, but even herself. So Mulan leaves from here. And she begins to manifest in her true form. It means, in the form of a female. Then she returns to her people. And she begins to show her deadly powers. Mulan discovers here that she is the most strong girl. The witch then attacks them, after transforming into a sparrow. And Bori Khan starts throwing fireballs. After seeing her helpless people, Mulan devises a strategy. That she will shatter the nearby icy mountain. As a result, a snowstorm will erupt here. And all people of Bori Khan will come to end. Then Mulan proceeds to the mountains. When she arrives, she begins to fight Bori Khan's warriors. As a result, Bori Khan's men believe that the prince's army is hidden behind the mountains. As a result, people begin to set fire to mountains. As a result, the whole mountain is cracked. Bori Khan's warriors are crushed as a result of a snowstorm that begins here. She is then returning from there. She looks to see if the boy who was stuck in the storm's path is also in danger. She saves him and delivers him to the commander. And she tells the commander the full thing. When the commander hears this, he falls into a rage and separates her from his army. And he threatens her, "You will be killed if you come in front of my eyes again." Mulan returns from there, and she begins to cry a lot while sitting somewhere. Then the witch appears. She responds, "Your story is similar to mine. I used to be a strong woman as well. You are also a strong woman. When the locals found out about me, they labeled me a witch, and I was expelled from there. Then Bori Khan embraced me and made me a part of his army. So that I may show my abilities there. Your abilities, like mine, are one of a kind. You will encounter the same challenges that I am. So stick around." She informs her that the fight was a hoax. One of her intentions is to murder China's prince. So he confuses everyone here and goes to kill the prince herself. With all information in hand, Mulan leaves from here. She then reports to the commander. And she tells him everything, but the commander does not believe her. Then a group of people approaches and says, "If they're alive, it's because of Mulan. So we believe in Mulan," and after hearing it, the commander comes to believe in her as well. So the commander tells Mulan, "All fine. We will take action based on what you say." Mulan now travels to Old Town, where Bori Khan's soldiers have arrived. That witch was also present, disguised as the prince's soldier. The witch then tells the prince, disguised as a soldier, that Bori Khan just wants to battle with him. Prince accepts and goes to the location of Bori Khan. Then Bori Khan murders everyone, showcasing his cleverness. Mulan had also arrived at the Old Town. Then Bori Khan sends his soldiers, saying, "Kill the outsiders." Many people are now on their way to see Mulan. Mulan finds the prince and kills them where she sees the witch. Then she realizes that they have been keeping the prince in a hidden location. She now questions the witch, but she does not disclose anything to her. She flies away, transforming into a sparrow. And the witch enables Mulan to chase her on purpose. Because she also wishes for Mulan to defend the prince's life. Because she understands that Bori Khan is only out for revenge on China's prince. Then that witch enjoys Mulan. Because she is aware that she is the first girl to fight for a country. Then she informs that a female is on her way to you. Who is really bold, and she will put a stop to you. At the same moment, Bori Khan becomes enraged. He also launches an arrow at Mulan. The witch then appears in front of her, transforming into a sparrow. When an arrow strikes her, she saves the life of Mulan. The battle between Bori Khan and Mulan has begun. Meanwhile, Bori Khan sets fire to Mulan's sword. And Mulan takes a break from fighting for a bit. The prince then tells her that she is a brave girl who can fight Bori Khan without needing a sword. And Mulan quickly knocks Bori Khan down while fighting him. And she tries to untie the prince's ropes. Bori Khan then fires an arrow, which the prince throws back. Then Mulan kills Bori Khan with that arrow, demonstrating her power. And Bori Khan is instantly killed by the arrow's strike. And now the war is finished. People in the surrounding area are now celebrating the success. The prince then tells Mulan that he is extremely pleased with her. And he wants her to be a part of his army. Hearing this, Mulan tells him that she cannot take such action because she has not yet informed her family. As a result, she must return home. When the prince learns about it, he summons her to his residence. As she arrives her house, her parents get excited. The leader then approaches, surrounded by his soldiers. Mulan's father gets depressed when he sees him. He thinks this because they've all come to punish Mulan. The commander then informs him that the prince is quite happy with Mulan. As a result, he has sent her a present. And the present in question is a sword. He still wants you to be a part of his army. Mulan grins when she hears it. And the film ends with this scene. Subscribe and turn on the notification. You can also dislike or like the video to appreciate our hard work.